the more I think about the vulnerabilities of the things that I've got in my house, the more I'm worried about it, if I'm honest with you.
Right.
You know, having Alexa as a internet-enabled device for buying things and a Nest Cam that can be used to, you can tap into and use your voice over. Like, I'm kind of flicking very quickly to somebody using Nest to basically buy something on Alexa, like, without me even knowing about it, which is terrifying.
Or open the front door of your house, or there's all of those kind of threats. The other side of it as well, if you think about, say, a connected television, that's really a pretty powerful computer, but an unprotected computer that could then be hacked, that could sniff into all the traffic on your network and get your banking credentials, your credit card information, your identity information. So there's a range of threats here. What we've done with Dojo is to develop essentially an enterprise class network security service, but delivered it in a way that's extremely simple and easy for consumers to implement and use. So I'll take it out and show you here. So this is the Dojo. So there's essentially two components. This is the actual Dojo. This is the brains of the service.
Okay.
So very simple gateway device, plugs into your router, or if you have a separate router modem, it acts in bridge mode between the two.
Yep.
And essentially this is acting as the gateway.
Okay.
So this takes over DHCP. Every device on your network, the traffic comes through the Dojo. We don't look at the content. We don't care about the content. We're not looking at where you go or what you do or your banking transactions. We're looking at the security metadata.
Yep.
What IP address are you communicating with? What protocols are you communicating over? What's the packet size? And continually learning about traffic patterns and behavior.
Yep.
So you mentioned you have a Nest camera, right? So what a Nest camera is designed to do is a pretty simple job. It takes video and it sends that video to a server, to Google servers. If we see that Nest camera all of a sudden sending large files upstream to a server in China, let's say, for example, well, we'll identify that as anomalous behavior, and we'll be able to prevent that from happening, not just for you, but for all of the customers in our network, and lock that down automatically on a global basis. Wow. So it's about preventing the bad traffic from coming in, the hacks from coming in, but it's also about protecting those devices from being compromised and from your information and your privacy being compromised on the outbound direction as well.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. So what's the other part of the device?
Yeah, so the other part, this is what we call the Pebble. And the Pebble's a notification device. So that device, you know, if you think about where your router lives in the home, it's typically in a closet, in a basement. And when you plug the Dojo in, that's probably where the Dojo will live as well. Cool. The Pebble's a notification device that can live anywhere in the house. It communicates through low power BLE with the Dojo. 3-color language, green, everything's good with the network. Yellow, we found a threat. We've blocked the threat automatically. And red, there's an action that you need to take. So maybe we notice someone is connecting to your camera. Well, that may be you. You're out the road. You want to connect in, check everything's okay. It may be someone who's trying to access the camera for malicious purposes, and you can choose just to allow a block. And from that point onwards, we'll take that action. And then we have a smartphone app that you use for just kind of general day-to-day interaction with the Dojo.